Now, the Industrial Training Fund has outlining plans to upskill Nigerian artisans to meet international standards. The Director General and Chief Executive of the Industrial Training Fund, Dr. Afeez Oluwatoyin Ogun, at the inaugural meeting today on implementation of the Upskill Artisans Program, SUPA, with executives of enlisted skills training centers, provided details on the various training models and standards that will be followed to upskill Nigerian artisans to international levels. Here's the rest of the story.
As part of the Industrial Training Fund ITF mandate to upskill 5 million Nigerian artisans annually as directed by President Buhari, the Training Fund has kicked off Skill Up Artisans Program SUPA to upskill Nigerian artisans to meet international standards. The first batch is expected to commence with 100,000 artisans selected during the initial registration period from January to March. The Director General and Chief Executive of the Industrial Training Fund ITF, Dr. Afeez Oluwatoyin Ogun, addressing executives of enlisted skills training centers, disclosed that ITF will work with relevant stakeholders to raise artisans out of poverty by providing skills training and job opportunities both within and outside of Nigeria.
All artisans are, as far as you are a Nigerian, you are a candidate for this, and for the first selection, those who have registered, don't forget we are taking bid by bid. From the beginning, January, when this registration portal was open, till March 15, those are the people we went out to all the senatorial districts of Nigeria to try to screen so that we don't have robots. And we want to make sure you know what you say you know. You are a welder. If you are a welder, we give you a question. You are able to answer simple question. We know if you are in welding, we know if you are a welder. So we have selected that way. So the others were complaining that they didn't hear about this. So go back to the portal. Everybody will be selected through the portal, and it is bid by bid. Everybody will be reached. All artisans in Nigeria and intending artisans will be reached.
He addressed concerns about the selection process and stressed that it will be conducted beat by beat to ensure sustainability and inclusion.
We don't want a situation where we train them and just leave them. We want to make sure they get jobs. The jobs are there, but the quality is not there. That's why Ghanaians will come here and succeed and move back, take our money back home. Yes, they have the right, according to international labor law. They've got the right. That's why an Indian man will come here and succeed and take our money home. A Beninese man, a Togolese man, they come here, Thailanders and all these people, they take our money home. We want to make sure we are the landlord. We should taste the money too. We should empower our artisans. We should raise them up. We want to raise them out of poverty. And by the grace of God, the president has given us this mandate, and we are prepared to do it. Nigeria factor you are talking about, I don't like it when people say Nigeria factor negatively.
In an interview with the coordinator of the Nigeria's Association of Refrigerator and Air Condition Practitioners, NARP, he hoped that the training will be centered towards handling of refrigerators and professionalism in refrigeration and air conditioning.
In the area of my own craft, refrigeration and air conditioning, as we are all aware, we keep talking about the ozone depletion. So if this training they are coming up with can actually be centered towards the handling of refrigerant and professionalism in refrigeration and air conditioning, I think is going to be a good one for us.
The lady president of ASNAT applauded the current administration for including the artisans in the screening and selection process, which will lead to a great impact.
It will. We want to use this medium to say a big thank you to the DG. He's done a lot. This is the first time that the real artisans would be involved in this, because the association has over 27 different associations under them, the tailors, the refrigerators, plumbers, organizers, all around them. And this is the first time in the history of Nigeria that the real artisans are being carried along. Normally what usually happens when programs are going on is people have a way of putting their own people. But what he has done for us, he ensured that we're part of the monitoring team for the screening.
The program is aimed at developing Nigerians' local talent so that they can succeed in key industries and curb the dominance of foreign workers.